Reward sponsor. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum and hi and welcome to another episode of Barbell Junction. My name is Azmir, your host, and with me today are Matt and also Aidi from D13. Say hi guys.
Hello.
Alright, today we're just gonna have a little chit chat about D13, their history, CrossFit and many more. But before we go there, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube, which is Zealfit TV. Click the like button if you like or you don't like the episode. I don't care, just like it. If you have any comments, just leave them on the comment section. And if you cannot watch YouTube, you can also listen to us on Spotify.
You're listening to Barbell Junction, Malaysia's first strength and fitness podcast, brought to you by Zealfit Malaysia, the distributor of Eleco strength equipment.
And welcome Aidi and Matt to the show. We're tired. Anyway, the reason I asked you guys here is because number one, we rarely have any CrossFitters or anyone from the CrossFit community coming over to our podcast. I don't know why that is. Nas was the first one. I think she goes to D13 as well, right?
Yes.
What a wonderful lady. She has a lot of stories. You know, we actually can do 2 podcasts with her, to be honest. Yeah, she's a very interesting character. Anyway, I want to know more about you guys because I think I've known, well, I know of both of you, let's be fair.
Yeah.
For maybe a few years since you guys started and things like that, but never really got to know you guys.
Okay.
So, how did you guys meet?
So we met through friends.
You're not gonna tell the bicycle story.
You tell a better story back then.
The mic.
This is a joke.
Yes.
This is a joke.
The bicycle story. That was a better one actually.
No, let Aidi go ahead.
Okay. So again, we were out. I know his friends, and as usual, you know, when you're you meet someone with the same interests, you tend to just walk away from the crowd and continue talking on that matter. So we were talking about CrossFit, and the rest of the guys at a point, they're not really into fitness.
But how did you get into this? Is the first, you're talking about the first time you met him, or
first time we met?
And suddenly the topic of CrossFit came up.
Yeah, it was.
No, because the first time we met, Aidi, believe it or not, we were out for drinks.
Just move the mic, bro.
You hear me?
Don't be afraid.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now, you know, because there's so many guests that, you know, sometimes they're afraid of the mic.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of the mic.
Naturally, I'm quite soft-spoken.
Yeah.
So
I mean, just adjust the mic so that you gotta be.
Okay.
No, it's not okay. Yeah. No, you have to bring it up like this. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking in front.
You can tilt this.
Okay.
You can tilt this.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. It's okay.
Hopefully better now.
Yeah.
Better now?
Yeah. Right. Cool.
I think we were out on a Friday night and at a bar. I see this joker for the first time. I think a lot of people have heard this story. He's still in his workout gear. He's wearing a compression top. He's got shorts on. He's got tights on. He's got his the 5-finger shoes. Wow, what kind of
5-finger shoes? Oh my god.
What's it called? That brand?
Vibram.
Vibram. He's wearing Vibram. I'm like, who's this joker still out on a Friday night in workout gear? Like, so
Yeah.
I mean, Aidi looked really good back then. Sorry, much better back then. Really.
But you guys both were already fitness junkies, or?
No, we had our normal day jobs, and but we were, I don't know. I mean, we take fitness seriously because for me, it's pretty much before end of the day, it has to be the gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't really CrossFit at that point. It was a mix of functional training and some your usual stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but definitely not your. I can't do classes yet at that point. I don't see myself doing classes at that point.
What about yourself, Matt?
I've been pretty active for most of my life. So either training, I grew up swimming, competitive swimming.
Did you represented the state or country?
The state.
Okay.
Age group level. I started CrossFit at Pushmore, so I really have to give them a lot of credit for
the godfathers of
Yeah,
CrossFit
the
Malaysia,
CrossFit
right?
Gym Malaysia.
John Wong and Pei back then.
Yeah.
Edmund, Sun. So these guys,
Sun King Teh,
yeah,
he was my schoolmate.
nice.
Yeah,
Small world.
yeah. Mm.
These guys are, yeah, I really have to give them credit for what they were doing or what they are still doing.
Yep.
So you started
Inspiring
CrossFit.
as well.
You started CrossFit when you met Aidi.
No, this was before I was already training.
Yeah, before.
Maybe not as consistently as I'd like.
Okay. So then, how did the conversation come about?
Okay. Again, because I was in my compression gear.
Right.
And again, because initially, for me, it's like the gym was nearby. I used to go to, for me, Fitness First was my place.
Mm-hmm.
It was, no one will bother me. I'll just do my own thing. And yeah, so got in the gym. We were just talking about, he asked me like, where do you train? What do you do? I remember you just got back from a Bukit trip from boxing or something like that.
Bangkok.
Bangkok,
So I was
yeah.
doing some Muay Thai.
Yeah, Muay Thai.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, just talking about fitness. What do you do? CrossFit. Or he says like, oh, I CrossFit as well. But I didn't go to a CrossFit boxer at that point. And yeah, so the conversation, two of us, you can see we start off in a group, and then we just go around on corner.
So
As
a
we-
little bromance happened.
Yeah, bro,
on
man.
the side,
Geeking
right?
out a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can see like share the same just perspective,
Right.
And one thing, obviously before this, it's my first time meeting him. I know the rest of the boys,
Right.
or one or two of them, and hit off basically. And what happened next is we met up for coffee the next day.
So you guys exchanged numbers, like
Yeah.
basically you picked him up, lah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I was gonna go with like a girl's number, but no.
Yeah.
But it was good. And yeah, then what happened? The conversation during coffee, that surprised me.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why we opened was I thought that, or we thought, I think more people should be exposed to this and maybe get out of a gym where they just did dumbbells or just did machines and could have used their body a bit more,
Right.
to express their physicality or their strength or conditioning or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And what year was this when you first met?
To be exact,
2011.
8
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, 8 months before the gym was open.
Wait a minute. When did you guys open?
5 years ago.
2012.
2012, yeah.
2012. You
Yeah.
met 2012.
No, we met before 2012. The gym was open April.
Wow, so long I forget now.
The gym's-
2014 open, right? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so we opened April
2014.
April 2014.
We opened 2014. We met in 2013. Yes.
2013,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't
Sorry.
be 2011.
Yeah,
Sorry to all the math teachers out there.
Well,
This is not a direct result of CrossFit, okay?
Too much barbell.
yeah. I guess they say like a time stop when I'm around Matt. Wow.
Wow. Whoa. Bahaya. Okay. So you met 2013 and I mean how did the discussion about setting up D13 come about? Right. I mean you just met.
Oh yeah.
And then 8 months. You said it was 8 months,
Yeah.
right? 8 months in to set up and to start
Yeah.
a box. That's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
I guess because we had clear intention already to begin with. That's important. Having a clear intention and seeing our we didn't discuss the values yet, like on the table, but how we could understand what we want, the motivation, and what we're expecting, the goals is pretty much aligned.
Very aligned.
Well, once you have that, I guess it's easy to get into a partnership.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you started, were you already affiliated, or did that take a while before you actually affiliated?
Oh no! So you have to apply for but back then you have to apply for affiliation first,
Okay.
and then only you find a gym.
Right.
So we were doing all that within that time.
Within 8 months, so you guys got your CF1 and then
No, before I already had my CF1 before.
Before?
Yeah, because
Ah.
this was pretty much after years before, because when I was trying to figure out how serious I want to go into fitness, and I was like, hey, CrossFit seems something I see the value in it.
Right.
So might as well take the L1 to understand what's happening from inside,
Mhm.
and I guess the best way to understand is to learn
Right.
about it. And then when we talk, I guess that's when it was easy to move towards creating a CrossFit gym, setting up a CrossFit gym together, because it's been laid out already.
Right. How many? Do all the coaches require the CF1?
If you're an affiliate, yes. The coach on duty must have
Okay.
a minimum of level 1.
And you took your CF1 before you open, or
Yes, I took mine before.
okay. So that was like you said, you guys were really focused on opening up a CrossFit gym. So therefore,
Correct.
you took the necessary steps to get all the accreditation.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah. So
Right.
basically the milestones been set already lah. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. As opposed to like, I want to open a gym. Let's figure out later.
Right. I don't know how deep you can go into this, but I when I open up this stuff, this stuff, when I open up this place, right? I had to go through. I'm sure you know you have to register your business. You have to do all this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And so I'm very very interested in how other people start their own business.
Okay.
Is that something that you guys can talk about? How deep can I go? Is that
in what?
like for example, within 8 months, right? I mean, how do you get funding, bros?
Oh, funding. Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Father, mother.
I just want to see the reaction. That was easy. No.
Yeah, tell me how.
Well, for me, I guess, I had a bit of savings, and also
How little?
and some inheritance money.
Oh.
No. Okay. It's also there's a arrangement I made with him. Matt.
Yeah. We definitely didn't go about this. I would say we could have done it better.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel, and we both know, we can admit that things were very rushed, and maybe we didn't do things the way they should have.
What would you have changed?
Again, that timeline was very short.
Right.
We could have given ourselves a bit longer.
Yeah.
I think
Because the layout example, I put it this way, because we like the space.
What do you mean you lack the space?
lack the space.
No, we like.
like-
Oh, you like the space.
We like.
I thought you like the space. Like, wow, that's understatement of the year.
We like the space.
Right.
People think they're crazy. You too. What do you know about running a gym and taking a warehouse space? But we saw in the long term.
Yeah.
Right.
We take this space for long term. There's no the rent won't go up based on the human traffic. You
Right.
take a shop lot, low ceiling, for the kind of community that we want. The growth and the rent. Ooh.
Storm is coming.
I'm not lying, God. So you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So we always, when Matt and I, we do something, yes, we always look for the long term. But what we would have done differently is taking time on laying out and the operations. How do we lay out operations as well, and the proper team we have, because my first 2 years of the gym, it was just two of us.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
everything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also remember that you just utilized a very small corner
Yeah.
of the warehouse, right?
Correct.
So this is where, one mistake we had was we budgeted X amount to get things started, and realized, oh man, we need a bit more money if we really want to do this,
Right.
to deck out the entire gym or the entire space.
Yeah. Like you say, you open a space, there are a few unexpected costs.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, it happens.
So those things, we were still doing firefighting, and it's like, we solved this, and then boom, one more coming this side, and boom, the other side.
What was the biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge was delay in equipment. Remember that time? Squat rack didn't come in too soon.
Yeah, we opened the gym. I think we haven't even had an official grand launch.
Yeah, we
to
never-
this day.
yeah.
We just
Oh.
opened our doors. I mean, our marketing was very poor.
Yeah.
Probably still is, but
Budget website, I had to learn how to make websites. So
yeah, we didn't have all our equipment in. Within the first week, our platforms, we didn't have very good platforms.
Yeah.
They were the cement was smashed
Correct.
underneath, so we.
But put it this way, you know how MVP, most valuable product, right? So for us, if you wait for something to be perfect, by the time you're ready,
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah.
We got good first, and then we work on it. So every year, if you can see D13, it's always something new.
Yep.
Shit.
Well, you see, D13 now looks very different.
Different from
Yes,
What
very
we first
different. I haven't been there as of late, but
Yeah.
I think from your Instagram,
Yeah.
I can see that you've grown. You have more rigs, right?
Yeah, 2 rigs,
Yeah.
2 rigs now.
Trying to make the place look a bit more, feel a bit more, aesthetically pleasing.
Right, but you guys still are not filling up the whole warehouse, right? I mean, there's still room.
I think by
But-
early next year you'll see the gym fully utilized.
Yeah,
It's cool.
because so we've done. I don't remember when we had a storage space at the back.
Yeah, I know.
So now it's like
Used to be like you rent it out to Fitbox or something like that, right?
That's right.
Are they still around?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Are they?
We need a
No idea.
different podcast for that one.
Really?
No idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought. You're going off tangent a little bit, but but they seem to be doing really well at the beginning because they were the only ones who were
Like-
supplying all this CrossFit
Correct.
stuff, right?
I guess like Nokia got too comfortable maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I saw one bad review though. Anyway, but so that space is now turned into what?
We've just opened up to use it for more storage space. Number
Okay.
one, we put our dumbbells and medicine balls at the back there, and hopefully there can be a space where one class can run by itself.
It's still partitioned.
Contained
No,
class.
no more
No.
partition.
Okay, so
Everything's open now.
That's cool. Right.
Yeah. Check our website and you see all the photos there, or Instagram.
Yeah, we'll link all the everything in the description. Don't worry. And how did you guys? Because the first time I went there, my first impression was like, wow, it's huge. And then small corner is all your rigs and your queue was like, and then of course because I was there because of Fitbox. Because I bought something from them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was the first time I was there,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking like, man, that was such a big waste of space.
Yeah.
You know, but then how did you guys had a problem with marketing and all this stuff, right? And the one of the first impression that I got of your warehouse is that, ui, susah nak cari. You know, it's a bit. It's not that inside of. It's still in PJ. It's still good.
Yeah.
But it's not easily seen from outside or even from the main road, right? So how did you guys get people to come in? Because you don't get foot traffic there.
No.
Just like I'm not getting
Yeah.
any foot traffic here, right? So I want to learn.
Okay.
How did you guys get people inside?
Do you remember it says just 2 of us?
Yeah.
We used to run like 3 back-to-back open days on Saturdays.
Yeah, there's 3 sessions of 20 people back to back.
Yeah.
So we'd have people at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
What you call community classes
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
We just open our doors, come in, have a workout
Yeah.
For free.
for free.
Yeah, and 2 of us, and Facebook ads obviously, and
Does that work, bro?
Sorry.
Facebook ad?
It works. I mean, but the thing is, you have to be realistic in terms of how much you want to spend and what is your goal. If your goal is to get direct conversion, that's really not the case here, because you first have to pull and get their attention, and then what you're going to bait them to actually come to go for something, right?
Right.
I mean, you put an advertisement, but there's no call to action. Basically, like example,
Yeah.
coming for the open day.
Yeah.
That worked. People come to open day because of those ads. But next is, are they going to sign up? That's different. You still have to.
Right. You still have to do some work lah.
Correct. So imagine back 2 of us after session. Hey, go and talk to these people. Like, yeah, it was crazy. 2 of us only.
I think we're very fortunate as well with very supportive friends and
Very
families as
supportive,
well.
yeah.
They all came. They
I mean,
spoke about it.
Yeah, they didn't pay lah. But anyway,
I think
support your family and friends when you open business.
Yeah.
I mean back then I think CrossFit was on was trending as well, right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
on- it was on-
About that time, yeah. Because I started in 2015. I only knew about Push More at that time.
Yeah.
Just because Soon was there.
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry, is it too soon to say that we have affiliated a few years ago? Do you know?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I think you told me offline.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Right.
So basically, if for us to open a gym, 2 of us, we were not from the fitness background, which allows us to be a bit more objective. Again, objective sense of the business sense of it.
Yeah.
So we knew that to be an affiliate, it was crucial for the marketing.
Right.
And that's what we want. But the community that we want is the CrossFit community,
Right.
because they are real hardcores. But at the same time, They're more humans.
Mm.
You know, the support system, we like it. We enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah, we enjoy that kind of support.
So basically, I think you're saying that when you started out, being affiliated is important so that people
Correct.
want to be associated
Plus,
with CrossFit at that time, right?
And we would.
I think it's an awesome community.
It is,
within Malaysia and globally. It's
Right.
very tight.
And the unique selling point, the first CrossFit warehouse gym in Malaysia.
Yeah. Were you guys the which korang nombor berapa
Nombor berapa?
My English all stuck already.
Okay, which number? I think like
Pushma was the first one, right? So you
okay.
guys were like
Vedata was already open. Fuel was open.
Yeah.
But the Fuel wasn't affiliated.
few wasn't affiliated yet at that point. I got to check with them.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
but
the top 5 lah. Is he?
yeah, perhaps top 5. Because the thing is, to know the which number affiliates means you have to check before. I think about top 5
So
lah.
Penang was already open.
Penang was open.
Was
533.
Orange. Oh, okay. Orange Fitness wasn't affiliated, right? Orange Fitness is just a gym, right?
No, they had an affiliate.
Sorry, which?
Orient
Fitness.
Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They had an affiliate for a while.
Right.
KK X45.
Yeah, X5.
X45 was an
Yeah.
affiliate. Yeah.
So was it a difficult decision for you guys to actually drop CrossFit? Drop the affiliate?
There was some serious discussions, obviously,
Yeah.
because the reason why we opened was to open a CrossFit gym. We didn't want to lose that community. It's like basically you join an MLM group, suddenly you're gonna leave MLM group. Are they still our friends? Are they still gonna support us? Okay. But no, it was a heavy decision, obviously, because we are grateful to what CrossFit has done. Put it this way, the one thing that I like about CrossFit is it has popularized the use of barbells beyond just doing squats.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And also being just a very male-dominated piece of equipment in the gym, right?
Yeah.
That's why I like, and it's a support system because it's a family, right? Anyway, family, kinship, but yeah, I guess you take everything, the good, the bad, and ugly when it's
But
family.
when you drop the CrossFit name and then were there any members who left just because or like they didn't care?
This was
Yeah.
a while ago. I think so. Starting with as an affiliate, and that people associated us already being CrossFit. And I told our members back then that nothing was going to change really
Right.
in terms of how classes were run or the content, the programs run. And we weren't known as CrossFit D13, District 13, which is District 13 Gym.
Yeah,
We never really used our affiliate name
correct.
in any.
What was the affiliate name? I know it's different.
It's FMA.
FMA.
Format ID.
No lah. So
Serious?
even that we struggled to come up with a good affiliate name.
Because every time we submitted a name, it was like taken, rejected. So like,
But D13 is a good name, but
no, but
we couldn't get that.
yeah,
We
we couldn't
applied
get
for that, right?
we couldn't get that.
because it was taken. Somewhere else in the world has D13.
But the thing is, like, we're grateful for that as well because we're discussing again back then, like, in the event that in future, because again, long term, if we choose to no longer be affiliates in whatever event, right, at least the brand is the gym name,
Yeah.
not the affiliate name.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if CrossFit goes bust tomorrow and they close down,
Yep.
What would happen to us if we had that CrossFit name
Right.
Correct.
in our name? So
As it is right now, I read this one article quite recently where it's a bit critical of CrossFit because over the last few years it has been growing, it has been literally booming, right? I think there's one CrossFit box for every Starbucks or something like that. There's an analogy between Starbucks and CrossFit, and people are start to complain that there is no, I would say, governance in terms of like what someone can just open down at one corner and 2 blocks away there's another CrossFit box, so there is no protection for affiliates, right? So do you think nowadays it's necessary for any functional training box to be affiliated
Affiliated or regulated?
to CrossFit? Because there's no, I don't see any advantage apart from your name being published in the website so that people can search for you.
Okay, I guess to be a bit more sorry. This is part of the legal sense, right?
Yeah.
Affiliation is because CrossFit is trademark, right? So for you to actually enjoy the marketing materials, or actually being promoted or using the terms of CrossFit, example, wall balls. Wall balls is actually trademark registered for CrossFit movement.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can check it out.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, it is. So
Is this true story here?
you can check. So because they created it. Yeah. So they use the term WOD, workout of the day.
Okay.
It's under CrossFit terms. So we had to remove a lot of these terms from our marketing materials. After we de-affiliated, put it this way, when we were affiliated, the kind of support we thought we would get was less than the attention we received after we de-affiliated. Remove all materials that has CrossFit on it. Like, whoa, where were you when we were around?
Oh, they actually send you guys.
Yeah. So it doesn't answer your question in a way that affiliation doesn't mean regulation.
Yeah. So, well, the way I see it, there's no point.
Yeah.
But you guys I think you guys had to do it. You have to be affiliated first to get the recognition.
Correct.
And then I think over the years, people know what it is. So it's easy for you to transition, right?
But Matt has serious thoughts of functional training, the association that you know.
But before we go in there, maybe we should take a break first because we've already reached the halfway point.
Okay.
Right, I told you guys it's going to be quick and so we'll be right back after this. And welcome back. We took an extended break with my name is Azmir, and with me today is Matt and Aidi from D13. No longer an affiliate. Guys, offline just now I mentioned I wanted to know more about how you guys survived through the years, because from where I'm coming from is that, as you know, this place is it's like a ghost town, right? But that's because we are located in a place where there's literally nobody, and the rent is cheap, So I am so interested to know how you guys managed to get through the first few years, especially when you guys started out.
Matt, can you go?
Yeah, well, the overheads were big, right?
Yeah.
So Aidi was always talking about trying to minimize overheads, right? So, as well as grow the business, but if we can minimize our overheads, then
who's the accountant between the two of you?
Interesting. We both actually, it's more like a check and balance as well.
Yeah.
He goes through it, I go through it. Like, okay, we're good, because we have a system as well.
We always run numbers. Well, back then it was quite often.
Yeah.
Just making sure our numbers
Right.
were.
And also your counting RM1 from buying water.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will actually count before we could afford a money counter.
But, first of all, when you started, it's already Sdn Bhd, or you started as an enterprise?
No,
Enterprise.
We said enterprise first.
Is it still enterprise?
No, Sdn Bhd.
Sdn Bhd now?
Yeah.
That's because you're making a lot of money lah.
No.
more of a risk thing.
Yeah, more risk thing, like risk management.
Okay, and
like before this.
There's GST as well. We were.
Yeah. There was,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
before they changed the laws with the GST, SST, we thought we better
right.
or anticipate
Yeah.
that.
Because when we took out the space warehouse, right? Two guys taking out warehouse space, opening a gym. We have very supportive landlord.
Yeah.
Very supportive. So I said, like, look, it's an enterprise. I'm vouching my own assets. If anything, we cannot meet up the payments.
Right.
That was a vouch. So, well, thank God that didn't happen. Anything bad happened. But basically, it was our promise to them. That's all we had. Our name.
Right. How long? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, they were talking about the overheads. Fitbox renting space from us, and then Vanguard. So Ben and Vanguard moved in, filling up the space a bit. So
How many years were you guys in the rate? Like, were you ever,
Actually,
or you're always profitable from day one?
breaking even was breaking even.
Yeah.
But
I really can't remember now.
no, we
So long ago.
So we was breaking even because, like I said, the growth was very natural. We didn't buy things. We did not spend what we couldn't afford.
Right.
That's why you can see that the rig,
Right.
make do, squat rack, keep slater, barbells. We went through like phases of barbells where they were the worst kind, the better ones. Yeah. Eleco hopefully one day can sponsor or but no.
And apa ni? You said break even. Break even means that monthly your expenses and your income match lah.
Yeah.
And how long? I mean, when did you actually turn a profit?
Oh, that was when we really systemized our operations properly. I would say 2-year mark.
But 2 years.
Because when you say here, like, because right now we K-Pax as well, right?
Right.
So even when we make any extra, we have to park aside for emergencies.
Right.
You have no idea how many emergencies can come up.
What sort of emergencies, bro? I mean,
Things breaking really.
Because we took over the warehouse.
Okay, the floor.
Old building.
Oh, okay.
An old building.
I'll give you an example, right? The shutter. One weekend he came by to check it out. It was dent, so we had to fix it. So
not just a normal dent, like a car dent.
Somebody just knocked it
someone
out.
had smashed into it, and the whole roller had come off off the railing, and it's not something that you can roll up and down anymore.
Yeah.
The whole thing has to be replaced.
How much did that cost?
So 2,000-3,000 ringgit. I mean, but back then,
it was
2,000-3,000
more, bro.
It was a lot, yeah.
Money.
I can understand, bro.
Yeah.
the first dent was more. It was like 5-6. It was more.
No, we're talking about one of the vans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and we were like, man, we can handle this. Let's not bother our landlord. They've done so much for us already.
Right.
So yeah, hero lah kononnya. Yeah, we're sucking it out.
But how did you guys? I mean, apart from the Facebook ad that you got apa semua ni kan, how else did you guys start? When did you guys actually get constant traffic, constant members coming in, paying members?
When again, word got around. That was one. More open days where, and then also more partnerships, like hosting events for people. Because so to Matt, like we have a warehouse. There are a lot of brand owners who wants to run events, but they don't want to pay for rent.
Right.
And they want space. We're like, okay, we want a crowd. Let's work together. So after year 2, we started doing more of these events. Liberty Active, Ross, the names I can remember.
Kettleball, so they can know.
Kettleball, they can learn.
Right.
So,
then and even now, people or companies asking us to rent the space for video shoots,
Right.
For their own private event.
And you guys charge for that?
Yeah. Obviously, what we charged was lower than if you had to go find a dedicated space for just shooting, right?
Right.
So we just have to find our downtime, offer that space. So it's being smart about what you have, like your resources.
And how did you guys manage your classes? Because it's the only 2 of you, and I assume you have morning. Did you have morning classes?
Yeah, we have morning.
How many classes do you have in a day?
Actually, back then we used to run. Oh my goodness, first 2 years it used to be
Every hour.
two morning classes.
3.
3 morning classes.
Yeah.
7:30, 8:30.
And then we removed one because the
9:30.
crowd wasn't there.
Yeah. Evening used to be 5 classes.
5 classes,
Yeah. 5
back to
sessions.
back.
Yeah. And bear in mind, we used to have to run foundation back then.
Yeah.
So
You don't do anymore
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
foundation.
we streamlined into a different program for the beginners, primer, because we're no longer CrossFit affiliate.
Okay.
And it was a bit more inclusive in that sense. But yeah, 2 of us dividing the classes. This is a true story, by the way. We're not trying to make this up.
Wait, bro, if 5 classes in the evening, what time do you start?
We started 5 p.m. The last class was at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yo.
you should have seen everyone at 9 p.m. though.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead.
Right.
No. Yeah.
And did you guys manage to fill up all those classes?
Well, we would dedicate it. Even though there was only one person who showed up, we'll still run a class. Because
Oh, really? Wow. You just you didn't turn away and say, hey, can you just wait for the class?
I will always joke like, hey, let's go eat KFC. But no, that's us. You can ask anyone.
Yeah. But I mean, then we realized, look, why our resources are limited, or we're burning out.
Yeah.
The burnout was very real then.
Oh, it was very real.
We cut the 9 p.m. Then we cut one of the morning classes. We just had 2 morning classes and 4 evening classes. Yeah. Then opened up a bit more open gym hours.
Right.
To give everyone, to give people freedom to do what they wanted to do, as well as give us a bit of a break.
What's the reason for because I know some of the boxes, they don't have open, what do you call it, open gym?
Yeah.
Gym.
What's the reason for that? Why wouldn't you guys just make it open so that people can come and you get the walk-in rate or something like that?
So as a coach, primarily, I'm concerned with people's progress, and I feel that given too much freedom, they will, not with the best judgment, they might pick something that probably doesn't suit them, or they don't know what the program, the person who's programmed, the person's program may not necessarily, they don't know what they're meant to be doing in this program because they have no coach to guide them.
Right.
And if I didn't write that program, who am I to say this is what this guy meant by giving you X, Y, and Z? So coaching and programming for a big group, not easy, but at least I can sort of influence or ensure that they are on the right path and that everyone progresses together with the...
There's also probably accountability on your part, right?
Yeah.
Because when you join a CrossFit gym, you're not just paying this for the space, it's the program, the attention, and of course, in a way you're paying to join the community, right? You're being part of it. If you come from open gym, listen to your own music, your earphones, what's the point?
Yeah, this becomes like a fitness first already. You're doing
it's
over there. And
it's actually a conscious decision to say that, okay, you don't want to have an open gym because you want to maintain a certain way of a Western way that the gym operates.
Yeah.
Right. But right now you have open gym.
Yes, but bear in mind that the open gym is not the priority for us to offer, because we want everyone to follow a program, because if not, how can you track your progress and how can we be better coaches as well?
Yes. Okay, let me ask you this question. As a businessman, how do you strike that balance? Because if you reject all these people that who might just walk in and just train at your gym versus you and your bottom line, how do you reconcile?
Well, we have enough open gym hours, I think, to satisfy most.
Okay.
And most of them on the weekend, on a Saturday, when people would want to visit the gym.
Right.
But also for our own members, why we have open gym hours for our own members is to give them a chance to do things that I wouldn't probably program day to day. Or they've missed a workout session that they want to catch up on. It's right there for them. They have a free hour to do it.
Right.
Or someone just wants to do extra. They want to do more squats. They want to do more deadlifts. They want to practice their ollie.
Right.
There's an hour there for them to do it.
And right now, how many coaches do you guys have?
So now
It's quite a lot now. So, 2, 3, 4,
2 left.
5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 9. Most of them all on a casual basis.
Okay, not full time.
Not full time.
Yeah.
No.
So you guys still conduct classes?
Yes.
Still with the same passion and vigor, or it's like
well, I've taken a step back from coaching a bit, because I think for me, I told Matt before this, like as such a mark of the business, I want to focus on building the business in a different direction as well. Helping for the brand from a different perspective.
can you elaborate on that?
BD side especially, and building again. You still need the money,
Right.
and you need a guy who goes to do all that. Before this, I have to divide my time coaching and doing it. Matt is doing operations, programming, and coaching. So I guess I want to focus more on my focus on that, and also other things in life I want to do as well. And
but what sort of BD?
so what's a BD?
Yeah. So is
Yeah,
it something that you can share with us? Or?
I think Aidi and I have always been very open to working with others or collaborating. Obviously, depending on the circumstances or
Right.
outcomes, right?
Yeah, you gotta have synergy with your collaborators, right?
We really enjoy this because we can't. We don't lone wolf it. We can't go through life just
Because you got a wolf pack.
right. So we're always open to working with others, and I think this ID enjoys exploring these sorts of options or these opportunities.
Yeah, so do I.
Exactly.
Wing wing.
See, got you there, right? But also because now there's we have a boxing gym as well. It's coming, and I think if we want to promote the gym as a whole, I'm also going to help them, to guide them because they're still new as well. And then I meant agree with this, like you help your whoever's in the gym, partner or subtenant, it will help to actually grow the brand as well. So that's
So will they be marketing themselves as D13, or is it will they have their own brand?
their own brand.
It's just that you're assisting. Okay, you know, if they have a promotion, you'll just promote it on your social media
Correct,
and things like that now.
Yeah. So right now, because I don't know how open you are, but the structure of the programs as well. Whenever Matt makes changes, it's more opportunity to actually get different kind of crowd as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be something I will do lah. Focus on.
And right now, those part timers that coach in D13, do they have CF1 or you don't care anymore? It's not necessary anymore, right?
Yes, a couple of them do. But let's say it's not just about certificate at the end of the day. I believe that the OPEX or some of the coaches that I've learned from definitely say that, you know, your experience comes from being in the trenches, being there and doing it. Like you can't earn that from one or two
a class.
day course. As much as I did that in CrossFit level 1, but a lot of my learning came from coaching others or coaching my members, watching them, learning, asking why they're moving like this, why do they behave like this, why are they not getting what I expect them to be able to achieve. And we have to read, go learn from other people, have to ask questions. And I want to say that the coaches that we have at D13, I trust all of them, because I've coached them myself. I've seen them coach. I've learned from them as well. Whether they're qualified or not, like, I think they
It's
do a
very
good job.
subjective, right?
Yeah.
Very
I think they do a good
subjective.
job.
Yeah.
But again, like as long as we have come to a common goal, right? So basically the betterment and the progress. But this progress has to be measured by some level of expectation as well. So that's why we have a goals board as well in the gym. So everyone has to understand their values and what is their goal, to see whether it matches and how they can actually plan accordingly. So we have a timeline. And how we reward its members is through our partnership with Reebok as well, Reebok Malaysia. Yeah, so it works.
You're talking about members now, or you're talking about the members?
Members, yeah. So with regards to, let's get partnership as well, right? So Reebok is one of our partners, right? Even a normal physios or chiropractors, like when a member comes to you with an injury, it's like they see when you see your coach, they come to you and ask you like, can you recommend? I can't just give a name. I have to go and vouch for this person. So I will have to go and see and try myself first.
Right.
Yeah. And then we've recommended a few. We still maintain some good relationship with some of these physios and chiros as well. And these things, obviously, we want to see a long-term relationship as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And in terms of your members, what sort of retention rate that you guys have? Like, do they churn out? Do they burn out?
Well, I think there might have been a bit of a high-ish turnover when we first started, but now our core group has been with us quite a long time, which is nice to see. Like, as much as we encourage new faces, we like seeing new faces, or new members, we still have our core group.
Yeah, and this brings me to my next point, right? Because when I started this place, right, the first few months, okay, very good, honeymoon period, like, you know, people like, oh, Eliko, you know, so they join, and then after a while, oh, there's the attrition, like, well, it goes down to, like, you know.
It's funny they mention this, because I think we just had a sort of like our town hall. I think one town hall that we, probably first time in a long time. So a big group of our members came over, and we had a sit down and we chatted. And this is me. What I like to think of this session was me as a business owner and coach aligning myself with them. So we're all on the same page here, moving forward into next year. Everyone has that general understanding.
Right.
So when everyone's on the same page, this is how we can progress. And
they
need to know that, look, I have my best intentions for them as an athlete, or for their progress. That I want them to be happy training, and I don't want their training to get boring either. I want them to achieve whatever they want to achieve. I'm going to be there. I'm committed. So it is a very now there's a bit more personal touch here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
As a
I
coach,
think it's fantastic that you did a town hall. I think usually big companies have town halls, right?
So one of the very things that the town hall is for not our employees but people, our customers.
Right.
Well, naturally in business it's not a democracy, right? But at this point, like I said, it's a family. Like this whole fitness community, it doesn't mean anything if you cannot accept everything. So at that point, the reason why I stepped back from coaching as well is because it was the best for the gym. And also at this point, again, you have to really be accountable.
Right.
Yeah.
And the question that I wanted to ask just now is that it seems that a lot of CrossFit boxers, they would have, if or any gyms, I think they would have a core base of customers, right? Those people that month in, month out, they will still be there, right? But that poses a problem from in my opinion, because that means that it's very difficult for you to grow. That growth as a business, you need to grow, right? You can't just be earning and then be complacent and then
Of course, yeah.
But so how does D13 handle those kinds of things? How do you grow apart from the partnerships? I know the partnerships also brings revenue to you guys in terms of probably space rental and things like that. But how do you, if you can't get new people, if the attrition rate is high, how do you grow your revenue?
Well,
Let you answer first.
yeah. So remember back then when I told you like foundation was removed because we found that foundation is the prerequisite to join CrossFit classes because there are certain movements that is just something that you would never thought of doing or ever experience it. But the problem was foundation was very limited because foundation classes, how many sessions you can take, how many intakes in 1 month, that limits your growth because not all can be available for that time.
Okay.
So we changed the program. Well, Matt has changed in such a way that there are 3 tiers. The athletes program, the pack, which is CrossFit inspired, and Primal Express, which is for beginners. So Primal has a bigger group size now, and the way it's structured is like you learn these movements, different day, different things, and the flow is you have to be in Primal for about 1 or 2 months before you can join the regular pack classes. So in a way, the fun process is like you get more members coming in, new faces come Primal.
You're actually developing a funnel lah.
Yeah, but I mean, I know Aidi says beginners, but I think we don't, more like an entry level class, right? There are no expectations.
Yeah.
You can come in, don't expect anything.
Right. Can somebody just be bumped up? Like maybe if I go there and then I think I'm a beginner.
Yeah.
So I take your what's the Primal class, is it?
Come Primal.
And then I do a session of it and I seem to be doing better than most of the. So you just bump them up, lah. Okay, so you don't restrict people based on their.
I asked my coaches. We have a discussion. Hey, does Alex think do you think he's ready to go up?
Yeah.
If I get a majority vote from the coaches, then he goes up and
because the coaches have to vouch for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, lah.
Well,
But you have a very good feedback system.
Yeah, because
between you and your customers, between the coaches and yourselves. That's very good, huh?
Because you can't scale quality, right?
Yeah. Over here, I just talk to myself.
Bro, give me a call, bro. Mak aku belakang ni.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it definitely helps having 2 of us.
Yeah.
But even then, sometimes we think we're crazy as well because it's just 2 of us. And does everyone think the same as us, or are we a bit like local already?
And how do you guys get along so well? Because I can see the chemistry between the 2 of you. I think in any business, having 2 cooks sometimes is not. How do you guys get? I mean, why do you think that
I
is?
think our personalities are very different, though. We complement each other, right?
Yeah, and we know our roles and we know the time to just listen and not talk.
And this is both your full-time jobs, right?
Yeah.
Since day one.
I mean, now I'm doing something else outside, but this is still pretty much. Look, I purposely moved behind the gym so I'm closer to the gym.
2 minutes.
I think interesting that you say that because a lot of people say that I mean, I know this place is not conducive for such a gym, right? But it is so easy for me, so convenient, because I still have my life outside.
Yeah.
And I need to pick up my kids from the school sometimes. And if I'm based in PJ, it's like, I know it doesn't make business sense, but it makes good life sense.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
sometimes there has to be a compromise or sacrifice, right?
Like you asked us earlier, like where is that compromise between just taking the money from walk-ins and to actually really enforcing what you want for the business, your values.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want for yourself? I mean, you earn all this money, but you're not happy. You won't be fulfilled.
That's true, bro. I've always, when I was working in corporate, right? I mean, I worked in corporate for 18 years.
Oh, okay.
So and then the motivation has always been like, okay, the next salary hike, your bonus, and you in year out, you just chasing for that, and it gets tiring for me at least. And I question myself so much that why am I doing this? I'm not happy. I'm miserable.
Especially you're working for someone else, right?
Especially when you work for someone else, But
not working for yourself.
I don't want to say that working for yourself is like, wow, so great, nah. Well, it can be such a headache, right? I mean, I've said this on the podcast before. It's that like since I started going out on my own, the things that I've learned about life, it's so much more than the 18 years that I've worked in corporate,
Life
right?
lessons are
Simple.
It's crazy, And if you're not humble by that, right? I mean, some people probably take that and then makes them a hardened character, but
No, but misunderstand that the outsiders, they see the good things, they don't see like when you're alone in the shop. I can imagine for you like thinking like, oh man, what's next?
I can become the Joker. So lonely,
No, but between two of us, we still have like debates or about that matter. We don't really agree everything in the beginning, but after we say, I see you. So I think the most important thing for partnership is
compromise.
Perspective as well. There's always more than one way of looking at things, and that we don't necessarily see those angles.
Yeah.
Right.
And listen to the other person first, not just waiting to talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, but having said that about working for ourselves, I think we've also seen a good portion of our members go off and do things by themselves, which is really, the admiration I have for that, and I'm excited for. I think I have a couple of people in the gym right now who are moving on to some big things, right?
Yeah. What do you mean, like?
Either starting their own business. I've got two of the coaches, part-timers, well, not part-timers, right? Two of the coaches who run classes out of the gym. They're opening their own studio.
We're happy with that.
Yeah.
I find that's the best reward.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not saying that money is not important, right? I mean, money is important for sustain your life, to to buy nice things for your girlfriend or wife or whatever, right? But ultimately, what I find most fulfilling is that the people that you help along the way, and to see them grow as a human being, as a businessman or whatever, right? And that's the most satisfying feeling ever, right? And that's the best part. I mean, if anyone asks me whether I regret quitting a stable job, no, I don't regret at all, right?
Pursue him, bro.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, as you can see, we've already reached the end of the podcast. It was I really enjoyed our talk because it's nice to have some people over to talk to,
Really nice,
okay, and do you guys have any last words to say? Where can people find you?
Come by the gym.
Come by the gym.
I want to say that even though we didn't talk about it today, we're not as CrossFit centric as you think we are, or we used to be. I like to think that I'm trying to pivot the gym into be a bit more not holistic, but a sort of a broader sense of what fitness really means, right? And yes, we enjoy CrossFit, but I don't think necessarily that is the only way or the best way.
Yeah.
And we embrace sort of other sorts of training methods or styles.
Yeah.
Eventually, we do want to explore.
Fitness can be random. Like there are some days I go like, all right, guys, who wants to join me for a run? So I'll just take up the sandbag or a vest. Like let's go. Or let's do pull-ups together. Yeah. So I'm random like that. So fitness is just random.
So where can people find you guys?
District 13 gym, PJ Seksyen 13.
And like you like all day, every day at the gym.
And Instagram,
life.
District 13.
Instagram District 13 gym.
I just want to ask a favor from you guys.
Yes.
Just save a space for me so that I can put all my powerlifting equipments.
Working on it.
We go on it. I should give a quick.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Again, thank you for coming to the show. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Zealfit TV. If you like this show, please click the like button. And if you have any comments, if you want to ask any questions to me or Matt and Aidi, please leave them in the description. I'll get them to answer it somehow. And of course, Barbell Junction needs some sponsors too. This episode is actually sponsored by my wife, who actually gave me her SD card for my recording device. So thank you, wifey, for that. With that, we'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.
See you.